Okay, let's get real for a second about that constant pressure to be nice. We all know it, right? But what if that niceness isn't actually about being kind? What if, deep down, it's really about being scared? We're going to dive into this, and I think you might be surprised by what we find.
So I want you to do something for me. Think back to the last time you said yes to something you really, really didn't want to do. Why'd you do it? Was it a genuine, heartfelt, I want to help? Or was it because the idea of saying no just felt, I don't know, heavy, kind of scary? That answer, well, it tells us almost everything we need to know.
And that's the struggle, isn't it? It's this internal tug of war. You've got real, genuine kindness on one side, the good stuff. But then on the other side, there's this compulsive need to just agree with everyone, to not rock the boat. You end up feeling trapped by your own niceness. And honestly, it is just plain exhausting. So, how in the world do we start to untangle this mess? Well, the key, the real aha moment, is understanding two core concepts that people get mixed up all the time. This is where we get to the root of that scary and heavy feeling. It all comes down to the difference between energy and evaluation. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so first up, let's talk about introversion. Now, right away, a lot of people think that means shy or antisocial. Nope, not at all. Here's the deal. Introversion is all about managing your personal energy. Think of your social battery. For an introvert, hanging out with people is like having a bunch of apps open. It drains that battery. It's not bad, it's just draining. And you need alone time to plug in and recharge. It's simply about how you refuel. That's it. Now, on the complete flip side of that, you have social anxiety. And this is a totally different ballgame. This has absolutely nothing to do with your energy levels. Social anxiety is driven by fear, specifically the fear of being judged, of what other people might be thinking about you. Your focus isn't internal on your battery. It's completely external on what everyone else thinks. It's all about how you think you're being perceived. And check this out. When you see them side by side, it becomes crystal clear. Look at the core driver. For introversion, it's just managing your energy. For social anxiety, it's fear of negative evaluation. The focus for one is your internal state, how you're feeling. For the other, it's all about external judgment, what they're thinking. So an introvert wants to save battery life, right? Someone with social anxiety is just trying to dodge criticism. See the difference? It's huge. So, okay, now that we know this, what do we actually do? Because this isn't just some fun psychological fact. This is literally the path forward. It's about realizing that this thing you might have thought was just part of your personality might actually be something you have power over. And this is where things start to get really good. All right, I want you to really, really hear this next part. Just take a breath. Fear is not a personality. Let that just sink in for a minute. It's not some permanent, unchangeable part of your DNA. It's a reaction. It's a habit. It's a state you can fall into. But it is not who you are. And man, just knowing that can change everything. So if you've ever felt that scary and heavy thing we talked about, listen, it's okay. You are not alone in that feeling. And just being able to recognize, hey, this might be a fear of being judged and not just who I am, that awareness is the first and maybe the most powerful step you can take. It's the beginning of building relationships that feel, real, both with others and more importantly with yourself. So what does that first step actually look like? It's way simpler than you might think. First, you just acknowledge the fear when it pops up. You don't have to fight it, just notice it. Like, oh, hey, there's that feeling again. Second, you consciously remind yourself, this is a feeling, this is not my personality. You separate it from your identity. And then from there, you can start to make a new choice. You can start to choose relationships that actually give you room to grow past that fear. So I'm just going to leave you with this one last thing to chew on. Think about your life right now. Which relationship, just one, could start to change if you chose to be just a little more authentic instead of acting from fear? What would that even look like? That one small choice, that's where the whole journey begins.